Hi guys, so today's video is going to be on this dramatic smoky eye. I'm really excited to do something a little bit different and out of my comfort zone. So if you want to see how to get from the left to the right, just keep on watching. So since our foundation's already on, because I'm doing a first impression, I'm just going to start with the concealer. I'm going to use this Rainforest of the Sea concealer that is like pure white. I'm going to use this underneath my eyes for brightening, down the bridge of the nose, the forehead, you know, the usual spots. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with a Morphe E8. I love this brush. I swear to God, it's like the best brush it's ever been made. And I'm going to just buff this all out, make it really nice and just flawless. And then we're going to put a little bit of powder down just to make sure everything is not going to crease. Buff that concealer at warp speed, girl, get it. So we're going to take Well Rested, and it's a brightening concealer from Bare Minerals, and we're going to go ahead and apply that all underneath and on the eyelids just to brighten a little bit and go ahead and set everything down. Then we will move on to a powdered foundation, again to set everything down. We really don't need it because of the foundation that I'm actually reviewing right now, but just for the pure fact of, you know, routine, I'm going to go ahead and just do a very, very, very light layer of this foundation all over my face just to make sure everything is going to stay put. Y'all see how I'm holding this brush? I hold it so close to the bristles. I don't know what my problem is. I've always done this. Don't do this if you're at home. Just use it by the handle like a normal person. So we're going to be using this NYX pencil today and just filling in these brows just a little bit because I do have some sparse areas. We're going to go in and do this real quick because I don't think it's like completely relevant. It is, but it isn't. I mean, you guys have seen me do this 9,000 times. Use whatever products you got in your collection, and then I use a spoolie and just kind of blend out everything, making sure that everything is nice and even and not blocked. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with Painterly, and I'm going to go ahead and just tap that on the eyelids just to give myself a little bit of a stick for the shadow that we're going to be using. Every shadow we use today is from this upside down Violet Voss Laura Lee palette. I'm like an idiot, like so excited about this damn palette, and I'm, you know, showing it to you upside down. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and go in with these two kind of matte shades. This is going to be the perfect transition for the rest of the colors we're going to be adding on top of it. And it's really important to get this really nice and buffed into the crease. I'm doing more of a rounded shape because I want to make sure that I've got it pretty much to my eyebrows. It's going to just give it more of a even look and an even transition when we put on the darker shades. So we are going in with Whiskers, which is a darker transition shade, and we're going to keep this nice and low, and we're putting this into the crease, as you can see, but doing windshield wiper motions and small circular motions to buff it out. My God, I can't even speak. And then going in with Alabama on a pencil brush and really defining the crease. I really want to make sure that that color is going to be intense in the crease but not too high. So you see me go in and make complete like lines, which are going to be buffed out anyway, so don't even worry if it's super messy, or even on the lid you don't have to worry about it because it's all going to get buffed out. I'm taking that same brush from Wet n Wild and just doing again my circular motions and a little bit of the windshield wiper motions. Makes a huge difference. Okay, so now we're going in with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean, I believe, and we're going to just go ahead and, I almost stabbed myself in the eyeball. We're going to put this on the lid, and we're going to go ahead and blend this mother out because this is some dark stuff, and we want to make sure that it is low and not to the eyebrows. Again, at warp speed, we're going to go ahead and buff this out with a flat shader brush. Makes it a lot easier to blend if you're using something synthetic. I'm going to keep it low below the crease and really carve out that eye shape, the eyelid shape, because what we're going to do next is go ahead and put on this green color, the Smashly color that is freaking just butter. I love it. And we're going to pack that on the lid again using a synthetic brush, the same synthetic brush, and carving out that eye shape. We do not want to take this high because when we go in and buff it with Fried, then we will go ahead and blow out those lines and make sure that everything transitions perfectly. pack that color on, girl, until you get the amount of intensity that you're looking for. Try your best not to have too much fallout. If it happens, just get a brush that's like a dual fiber brush and you can just flick it away. But like I said before, we're gonna go in with Fried and buff out those crease lines because they are real, you know, harsh and just not cute. So we're gonna go in and do that, and then we're gonna go in with Basic and make sure that we put that underneath the brow bone and blend everything out. And if you went too high, that's okay. Take Basic and put it under the brow bone and just buff that. That'll clean up a lot of that extra, you know, green color that we might have gone too high with, like I'm doing right now. We're gonna go on the lower lash line here with a pencil brush with Alabama on here, and it kind of showed up, not really. I ended up going in with green anyway, the Smashly color, and doing that because I did Alabama and Fried underneath, and it just did not give me the look that I wanted. So I wanted to put this in here because I showed you, or wanted to show you how different it would have looked if I used the, you know, just those two transition shades underneath. But for the most part, I went in with a 228 brush from MAC and then went in and just kind of buffed that out a little bit. I'm just intensifying the lid color because we lost just a little bit of that when we were buffing. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to go in and do lashes and, you know, mascara and all that good stuff. So we're going to do that, and from there I will show you these lashes. They're beautiful, but they irritated the crap out of my eyes, so I really had to pull those bad boys off and put half lashes on because honestly, those lashes were just so long and they just kind of kept poking me. I swear to God, I had a lash in my eye for like an hour. So, you know, I took them off, I reapplied different lashes, and it was just fine. We make do with what we got. And then we're also tightlining and putting dark black from Makeup Geek in our waterline just to kind of intensify everything and bring it all together. So I forgot to tell you that I put Yoshi in the middle of my eye. It was completely optional. Y'all don't need to do that if you don't want to. And then I'm just putting, again, the green underneath because it just looks so much more cohesive and good. I love it. And then we're gonna go ahead and finish the face because the eyes are done, girl. Yay, I'm so excited. We're gonna go in with this bronzer from Physicans Formula. Everybody and their mother and their dog and their sister and their cousin have been talking about this. So I went and purchased it, and it smells ridiculously good, but it's like really, really stinky. And I didn't give me enough kind of, I don't know, texture to my skin. It warmed it up, but it wasn't enough. So I went in with this Lorac Tantalizer and went ahead and really chiseled out the hollows of my cheeks and, you know, the hairline and everything. And I'm gonna go in with the ABH Contour Kit, which I have not used this in a great while because I love the Kat Von D one so much. But I am actually hitting pan on both of my favorite colors in that palette, so I thought I'd try this again. The colors do not kick up. They are super chalky and hard to work with. So I'm not a fan of this contour kit. People love it. I don't get it. Maybe it's me, maybe I got a defective one, I don't know. But I did what I could do with it, and I used it on all the high points underneath the eyes to clean up any fallout and made sure that I was all nice and highlighted. Then of course I'm taking my holy grail because it's brand new and I still love it, and this thing is freaking ridiculously good. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Jaclyn Hill Becca palette. I'm using Amaretto on my cheeks, and then Champagne and Prosecco Pop together as my highlight. And can we just say this highlight is crazy? It looks so good. I'm so happy with it. So we're gonna move on to the lips after I hit all the high points again. I'm gonna use an e.l.f. matte lip color. Yep, e.l.f. matte lip color. And I'm gonna mix it with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in, I think this is Soft Fuchsia. Anyways, this is the lip color that it came out to be, and it's like a mauvey purple color. It's so pretty with this look. I love it. And this is the finished product. I hope you guys like this. Thank you so much for kind of bearing with me when I'm trying to talk to y'all, because I just can't speak at all today. And this is my final look. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! If you guys haven't already seen this review on the Hourglass foundation, please go ahead and click the link and don't forget to subscribe. You share with your friends too. Bye!